Hi there, how you doing? This is me, Justine Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of a setup in New Delhi NCR by the name of I'm Decor Design, with the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. So a great Saturday's already happened, pretty happening and lots of activity and action and stuff. And as a founder CEO who's had a pretty happening week and lots of stuff on my plate, I think I've dealt with most of it and stuff, and I'm going to have a great weekend. And I've wished people I've been in touch with the same, So, what are my realizations during this week? So as a founder CEO, let me share this with you before you start another week or go on to your weekend. That setting a task list, setting a priority list, and setting your goals is the most important. But do not forget that everything is not a priority. So priority one, priority two, priority three comes in the plan and stuff. And what I've learned in the last few days, or I have realized, is a better word, because we learn every day on the job. No matter what your role is, whatever you do, you're still performing. And as a founder CEO, you're still the brain wave. You got to take decisions and strategize and stuff like that and all. So the tip for the day, the thought for the day, and some people don't like it, and they want to tell you in a derogatory manner, it's gyan. So the gyan for the day, the message for the day, or the tip for the day, or the useful insight for the day would be, on a serious note, that rather than just simply analyzing and deciding and thinking of something as something which is impossible, it can't happen, it's never going to happen, I can't do it, or you won't be able to do it, what people rub it into you, or you think because of your previous failures or mistakes and stuff you can't do it. You're carrying that heavy uh, experience with you over the years and stuff, and people have told you that. So wipe off all of that, number one, on the weekend, and start focusing on focus. And no matter what people tell you, whatever they may say, the most important thing is to decide. The moment you decide without wasting another second or time, take a decision or something, it's really important. That's the most important tip that I can give you. Once you've formulated your strategy, your goals, your action plan, or whatever you're setting out to do. So a set of lines here which are edited by me. Making the call is the most important, and is making progress, because if you keep procrastinating, if you keep pushing your decisions, they start piling up and they're on your brain, they weigh you down. Wherever you go, you're thinking about it and stuff, and because you've been ignoring them, there's this pile which piles on in your head and in your office and on your workstation, and as a result of that, all your problems look like one big tower or a mountain, which is not going to be you're not going to climb that, so it becomes a mission impossible scenario. I can't climb that mountain, I can't climb that mountain, I can't climb that tree, I won't be able to do it and stuff. So the most important thing is, when you come to this state of mind that, okay, I've got this to do, now let me think about it, when am I going to do it. So this is where you got to check yourself and say, or you have to kind of mentor yourself or talk yourself into this attitude, let me decide what next. Because if you keep thinking, and if you keep analyzing, or you over analyze, or you relook into your strategy, or you procrastinate, you miss out on doing it. And as a result of that, your deadline is gone, your task is gone, and definitely the task becomes something which is not achievable. And as a result of that, you get into a habit of postponing. I'm going to do it today, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it day after tomorrow, and then your days have gone and you've forgotten about it and stuff. So most important is, put a date and a timeline and do it, and give yourself genuinely a day or two to kind of revisit that decision. Because you have to keep like a little you have to give yourself, maybe, if let's say you have to finish something off by the 25th, so you may write down 25th, but when you do your planning or your scheduling, give yourself some extra time on it, because you may be tied up with something. So a day extra or 2 days extra, but then you have to finish it off, right? So this way you don't feel the so-called pressure, you don't feel the stress, you're not rushed, you're not pushed, and you have a little bit of extra time on your hand and you're going to finish it off. So, an example is there is this gentleman who was supposed to launch a plan, and he said, I kept planning and I kept thinking about the perfect date and the perfect time, and I just kept focusing on one part of my product development plan, which was a payment plan, and it got too complicated. And as a result of that, I was never able to take a decision on how to launch my business or to get the ball rolling, because I was so focused on how will I take the payment from the client, or how will the client pay me and stuff. So these are important questions. So in my mind, he would have had to kind of talk to maybe a bank, or maybe like there's so many services available, and we have so many brands like Paytm and Razor Pay and stuff like that. But then if he would have thought about that a little later, and he would have kind of gotten on with the front end and with the website, and with his business plan and stuff, he would have been very easily able to do this. So we get stuck in an approach, and as a result of that, we are not able to do stuff because we think our system is not um, our system is not upgraded. And this happens also in the case of GST. So many times you receive post dated fines and challans and stuff, and you think you can't pay them off and stuff because you have to do some back end calculations or mismatch calculations and stuff. And the strange part is that somewhere in our country, sometimes, no offense meant, but this is a reality, the GST department wakes up pretty late. So they send you a figure or a challan maybe 4 years down the lane or 5 years down the lane, and as a result of that, the person who runs the company is bound to pay extra money to the GST portal and stuff. But they don't realize that if these people would have sent you the information at the right time, you won't be doing that. And you have to now pay off, let's say, the finance stuff. You're stuck in a rut, you're given a deadline, and you think you're going to do it on the last day. But then, because you've kept it on the last day and you're now traveling, or maybe your phone is crashed, or your computer's crashed, or maybe you've fallen sick or something, you're not able to do it. So now the date on the challan, you missed it. Now you're going to get another fine on it. So if you would have gone backward and you would have scheduled it and said, okay, I'm going to pay it off by the 17th or the 18th, maybe you would have started working on the 15th and would have finished it off by 18th, and so. So the point is to schedule and stuff, and do not postpone it. Take a decision, take a call, and do it. Because the more we ignore a problem, the more it becomes a little complex. It gets a little bigger, and then it just blows out of proportion. And as a result of that, you are, as they say, I won't use it on social media, but you literally killed, right? So it doesn't matter how much you plan and what things come your way, but the most important is to not overanalyze it and to not delay it. And the longer the project goes, the more the chances are it will not take off and stuff. So make the call, set the timeline, make progress, and do it now. Is the strategy and stuff. And even if you think you're overloaded, you're loaded, keep telling yourself, there's so many people like me who do this, and if I don't do it now, when will I do it? So I like to leave you on this note that we ourselves kind of pile up stuff, and then we decide it's become an impossible situation to handle and manage. But if you were sharper, smarter, if you were kind of serious about it and stuff, you will actually, take that call right away, and do not postpone it. So I want to leave you on this note that, as you're going into the new week, a good idea would be to also take a stock, or take a check of. I mean, just check the list that you have pending from your previous checklist. Go on to your new plans and stuff and all that. And if you've not finished off something, maybe if something is possible to be completed, do it at home and stuff, or start on a Monday and just do it. So hope this helps. jkapani@gmail.com, justine@gmail.com, justine@office@gmail.com. Here, cheers to a relaxing, nice cold beverage. I'm not promoting alcohol, but this is whiskey. Enjoy it, and Most important is to kind of improvise on your strategy and your plan, and you have to get back even better. A lot of people share everywhere. I talk to vendors. I spoke to someone today. He called me from out of town, and he said, I've got the passion to do this and stuff. And passion is something which most people have. And I was like, okay, fair enough. And we got a team that works very hard, and I was like, okay, that's great. A lot of people work hard and stuff and all that, but the point is, how long are you willing to go, on how far is this going to go? So passion and hard work is something which I find very generic and very obvious and evident, but the point is, you have that spark. Do you have that zeal? Do you have that thing of going long? Do you have a vision? Do you want to go really fast forward? So there are different kinds of people everywhere. Cultures are different, work scenarios are different, mindsets are different, education is different and stuff. So these are generic and obvious terms which people use as a part of their personality and stuff. But in my mind, what really stuck was that, will this guy do it? Will he decide and do it? So does he have the courage to do it? If he's got the passion, if he's got the zeal, if he's got the enthusiasm, if he's got the idea, if he's got the creativity, if he's got the team and everything and all, will he actually have the courage to go forward? So when you get into a business, when you get into consultancy, when you get into a job, when you get into something which is all about ideas and everything, always a good idea to kind of relook into your marketing narrative, which is what the media gives you and what PR gives you. But a better word is the marketing, tactics and strategy. I won't even call it a script, but the point is, your marketing strategy or your business development strategy is the most important when it comes to successful business and stuff. How far are you willing to go? Who will invest? What is your plan? What is your strategy? What's your marketing, way forward? What is your logistics all about? What is your packaging all about? What is your idea all about? What is your brand building all about? Who is on board, and what is your culture, what are your values, what are your ethics, what do your products look like, all that in the larger sphere matters more, because people just keep talking only about stuff like, I'm so passionate, I'm so hardworking, I'm so determined, and I'm so focused and stuff and all that. But the point is, you have the courage to do it. So think about it, rack your brains, write your goals down, and even if you do not have the courage, be focused around those, and tell yourself you will do it, and I'm going to do it, and you're going to make it happen. Okay, trust me, this is the way it works. Okay, so jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, and jashinkapanioffice@gmail.com. And remember to pray also for your goals and your team and stuff, and everything which is everything which is led by good energy normally takes off very well and stuff. Okay, so here is wishing you luck on a new day which starts day after tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend, and if you can change the way you look at things, you can change the way you work. And because you change the way you work, things change, obviously, when it comes to your work and your business and your personality and your performance and all. Okay, so on that note, cheers once again. Enjoy yourself, and be safe, and do not drink and drive, and do not overdo drinking. I'm just sharing this because I'm just kind of using whiskey to kind of relax myself before I hit the sack. So if you're at home, drink, but go to sleep in your bed, right? So love and luck, and take care, have fun, have a blast. Bye bye.